I cześć, witam was wszystkich, tutaj Frodo, witajcie w kolejnym odcinku serii Zagrajmy w Chronicles of Mystery, Drzewo Życia, tutaj ostatnio zakończyłem. I teraz tak, udało mi się tutaj wejść, tak, zabrać te notatki i jedną monetę z tego miejsca zbrodni, więc myślę, że można mu oddać ten notatnik.
I found your documents, but I can't open the showcases without the keys.
I'm grateful for the documents. Just a second. Here,
Thank you.
Okej, mamy to.
I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
I teraz słuchajcie, możemy tutaj wejść. Dobra, daliśmy mu papiery i teraz do gablotki, słuchajcie. No tak, bo wcześniej nie mogliśmy się tu dostać.
The showcase is closed.
Tak, to może teraz. Okej. I co, mogę coś...
Archaeological tools. They still look quite useful to me.
Czyli wszystko mogę zabrać. Dobra. A ta? To
The
może...
showcase is closed.
No wiem, ale spróbujemy.
Unfortunately, the key doesn't fit.
Aha. Więc to może i dobrze, bo za dużo też by tego było. Tych przedmiotów, bo bym się pogubił. Co to w ogóle za przedmioty? Czy ja mogę to już zamknąć? Czekajcie. Bo to trzeba zamknąć, nie? Tego nie można, tak? Nie można, czekajcie. To było tym, tak?
At first glance, everything looks normal. And the first impression does matter.
No i dobra, i to by było na tyle. Czyli teraz... Klucze, mogę mu to oddać.
Here are the keys. I've taken some tools and reagents from the showcase.
Use them for as long as you please.
Tak, tak, aha, bo
Thank
on...
you so much.
Dobra,
You stuck the tape back on the door.
tak.
See for yourself. The police will never notice anything.
Unbelievable.
I know my stuff.
You really are a professional.
Dobra.
I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
Bo on dał nam ten zegar, słuchajcie, my teraz on chciał, żebyśmy go
There's an engraving under the layer of dirt.
wyczyścili. A co to w ogóle za przedmioty? A, środek czyszczący srebrny, no to dobra.
Trial and error, they...
Aha, co to jest? Patynujący srebro, szpachelka, dobra, lupa, szmatka. To można na szmatkę
It's
trochę?
not
Nie. A na pędzelek?
Think, Sylvie, think.
Też nie. A to?
Think, Sylvie, think.
Też nie. A pędzelek? Aha, dobra, to tu mamy coś. Dobra. Tu mamy umazane, okej. A jeszcze coś tutaj mamy? Wacik, może na wacik to. O, dobra. Czyli wacik. Dobra, mogę to teraz przeczyścić? Mogę.
I can see an inscription, but it's soiled and I can't read it.
No to dawaj tym pędzelkiem, to może to. Bo to chodzi o to, żeby to srebro wyczyścić, nie?
Now I need to gently remove the patina.
Aha, dobra, no to może tą ściereczką.
The inscription is clear now, but the letters are too small.
No to dobra, no to mamy lubkę. Wszystko logiczne.
Mary Celeste, 1872. Benjamin Spooner Briggs. This chronometer belonged to the captain of the abandoned ship.
Okej, to wszystko
There are
wiemy.
two engravings on the watch case. Mary Celeste, 1872, and Benjamin S. Briggs.
Dobra.
I've deciphered the inscriptions. You'll never believe who this chronometer belonged to.
Not to Ponce de Leon, I suppose.
You're joking, and it really is interesting?
So whose chronometer was it?
There are two inscriptions, Benjamin S. Briggs and Mary Celeste, 1872.
My, that's no mean treat.
As you know, the captain along with the whole crew of Mary Celeste vanished without a trace.
Yes, if I remember correctly, on 4 December, the drifting ship was spotted in the Atlantic by the De Grazia crew, about 400 miles off the coast of Gibraltar.
Everything on board was almost in perfect order, but they couldn't find any crew members. That must have been quite a spooky experience.
This mystery hasn't been solved up to this day, although various theories have been put forward.
None of them able to explain the mystery.
Did you know that a few years earlier Briggs had come to Europe, to Marseille reputedly, though I've heard a hypothesis that to Italy as well.
In any case, his chronometer reached as far as Venice. The captain might have left it on the ship.
I know nothing about it, but it seems that the personal belongings disappeared along with their owners.
This means that Briggs didn't take it on the journey, and that's quite strange.
This whole story is strange.
A ciekawe.
Because of this whole confusion, I've forgotten to tell you I found a cache underneath the Latin inscription in the recess.
The cache where the conquistador's chest was kept?
It seems so. It was empty apart from a few seeds.
I also almost forgot to tell you something. Among the documents you've brought me from the meeting hall, there's a list of contents of that chest.
From the times when it was stored here?
Yes, the list comes from the 16th century.
So what's on the list?
Pokaż, co tam masz na liście. Czy czegoś pewnie brakuje z tego kufra? Rzeczony kufer, przechowany pod pieczą gwardiana, jest niewielkich rozmiarów, ma około łokcia długości, sporządzony z drewna, palisandru, ma ścianki bogato z srebrnymi rozetami, tą blachą. No, wszystko przechowany jest pistolet, wycior, tak, i kluczyk oraz do niego oraz czajniczek z greckiej glinki we wzory. A tu mamy dzióbek tylko. Zdobi się ceramikę na krecie o 2 dzióbkach skierowanych. 2 dzióbki, a mamy 1. Przeciwną stronę kufer należał niegdyś do byłego gubernatora. Okej.
There's one thing I didn't find in the chest.
No właśnie.
Namely,
A uniquely shaped jug, if I got it
Nie
right.
mamy tego.
That's correct. There was a pottery fragment in the chest. A spout of a jug, to be precise.
it's possible that the damaged jug has been traveling around the world for some time. I've heard that someone from Cairo bought it.
Can you give me any details?
None, I'm afraid. Some people protect such information like intelligence secrets, and this is one of those cases.
Tough luck. Maybe the auction house will know something.
Okej.
You know what? Now that the chest was found, maybe it's worth exhibiting it again in the place it had been kept for so many years.
A terrific idea. We could combine it with a scientific symposium. For instance, the role of legends in the discovery and conquest of the New World.
I'll help you. I'll talk to the museum director. For the time being, however, a lot of strenuous work on that chest awaits me.
I'm looking forward to the results. You can share them when you give a lecture during the exhibition in the Scuola di Santa Croce.
I'd love to. Although, I'm still shivering when I think of today's events.
A man called. He wanted to
Oh.
talk to you.
Did he introduce himself?
No, but he'll call you again.
No dobra.
I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
Hello? Sylvie Leroux speaking.
Count Saint-Germain.
Wow.
I intended to come there, but under the
Jest
circumstances.
hrabia.
So you know.
Bad news spreads quickly.
What about his family?
Family? I do not know them. I cannot talk for long, therefore let me come to the point. I would like to commission you to do an expert analysis for me. It is crucial. Please take the tools and reagents with you.
What reagents? What am I going to analyze?
A painted plank. Please bring anything you find. Have you got the chronometer?
Yes, he gave it to me just before his death.
Then bring it as well, regardless of whether you have managed to examine it or not.
I have.
Really? Splendid. Please come to me as soon as possible.
And the address?
You will find it on the chronometer.
On the chronometer, but I checked it carefully. There's no address.
But there is. If what they say about you is true, you will know how to reach me.
I'm not so sure of that.
I cannot say anything more. This telephone might be tapped, after all. Do be careful. If you have the impression that someone is following you, turn back. Be alert.
I've almost gotten killed today. How about putting it off till tomorrow? It'll be much safer.
On the contrary, tomorrow we may not have the chance to meet.
Okay, I'll try.
Just remember not to discuss the matter with anyone, not even in the scuola.
Fine.
I am awaiting you.
I need to see this man, if only to return the chronometer. In fact, I can't wait to meet him. So the pottery fragment I've copied is the spout of the jug which was kept inside the chest from the 16th century.
Myślę, że ten hrabia to raczej... No nie jest jakimś tam mordercą, po prostu się ukrywa chyba o swoje życie.
I can't talk right now.
A się boi tutaj. Dobra, to co ja mogę tu zrobić, słuchajcie? To jest wyczyszczone. Mogę jeszcze z nimi porozmawiać. Tu nie przejdę, no bo on tutaj stoi mi.
I can't talk right now.
Aha. No to... A z nim? To jest jakaś różnica? A, jest, dobra.
Have you heard of the Casa Celeste?
You mean Palazzo Celeste?
Palazzo.
You've got to go down the canal.
Straight, turn right, turn left, turn right twice.
Turn right 4 times.
You want her to go around in circles?
That'd be fun, huh? Oh, hold on. What's your name?
Sylvie.
Like that archaeologist.
But you know, it will be hard for you to catch an empty gondola.
The boats are overcrowded.
Unless you board the Vampiretto.
You can try the drowning style.
You jump from a bridge when a gondola passes by. The passengers start screaming. The gondolier pulls you on board.
Does it work?
Not worth trying. The canal water stinks awfully.
I know. A water segway would be ideal for Sylvie.
You can do various sports here, but believe me, a bath in winter isn't the best idea.
No, też tak myślę. Zresztą słyszałem, że woda w Wenecji strasznie śmierdzi.
Oh, poor archaeologist.
Which one?
The one dead that was supposed to give
Oni nie wiedzą, że to ona.
One more drink, and she'll be back to normal.
Why poor?
Haven't you heard? She was shot.
No, it wasn't her.
She was going to promote her book.
Maybe it
A lunatic.
only lunatics shoot the people. Maybe it was a reviewer, eh?
He was preparing to go to a match when his editor told him to write an urgent review of a popular science book.
He must have been a crime story specialist since he knew how to handle a gun. But that book he couldn't handle, so he did the only thing he could.
Takie
Bang!
teorie
Didn't
macie?
know that you don't shoot a piano player.
Listen, that woman is alive.
That's great news. Let's celebrate.
Was she rescued?
No właśnie, gondoli.
Somebody else was killed, a gondolier.
I had a feeling we wouldn't catch a taxi tonight.
Explain it to me, Bianca. Why would a reviewer shoot a gondolier?
Would you read such a book?
So the gondolier was a writer too?
No. Would you buy the book instead of a game?
Me? Of course. I'd buy it and ask her to sign it for me.
Ah, yeah, right. I know you. You'd be flirting with her.
I'd invite her out for a free glass of wine.
Haven't you heard she was barely rescued? What if you're drinking a free wine with her, and suddenly the reviewer appears and bang!
I'd rescue her.
Do you even realize what it would mean to be responsible for her life?
Nadal nie wiedzą, że to ona.
I've taken a life-saving course. I'd give her a heart massage, a mouth-to-mouth.
Ah, foot massage would be best.
What?
What kind of a lifesaver are you if you don't know the map of the whole body is on the feet, eh? You wouldn't have to brutally press
Her chest.
You let her. She's already experienced enough violence. You could find her heart area on her foot and gently press it with your thumbs. Slowly.
Ah, that's exactly how I'm going to rescue her.
Well, I'll show you where it is. Sylvie, I can't. Maybe you could show it to him, eh?
Dobra.
You know what? I'll get that book with an autograph for you. Just wait a moment.
Cool. But don't worry if it doesn't work out. 3 glasses of wine will do.
Remember not to badger the lady. She's barely been rescued. She deserves some rest.
Goodbye.
See you in the city.
Bye. You'll find us in the last open joint.
Zabawni są, spoko. Jeszcze tylko zobaczę, czy tutaj coś... A, dobra. Mamy coś. A to co to? O Jezu, kolejne przedmioty. Tego tutaj nie było, słuchajcie. Życzki. Dobra. Pozabierałem jakieś rzeczy. O, Jesus. Dobra, oni chcą książkę z autografem. Proszę bardzo, nie ma problemu. Mamy tu, proszę, cyk, tu. O, właśnie. Mogę się wrócić do nich i im to dać. Proszę bardzo. Chcecie książeczkę?
I've got the book for you, with the dedication.
To Bianca and Arnolfo, true archaeology lovers, I hope you'll always feel like having fun. Sylvie Leroux.
Beautiful.
You've done a terrific job, girl. But you know what? I have a feeling we should thank the author in person.
I really think she's been through way too much today.
Arnie, I know you're a wonderful lifesaver.
All right. So what are we going to do with such a promising night?
I'm certain you'll be just fine. I've got to go my own way.
Man.
Sylvie, once you've talked long enough, take him out to the city. You won't regret that.
I don't know if he'll be willing to.
Arnie, don't push her. She isn't sure of the guy yet. Sylvie, since you're having a tryst, you can't be so demonstrative, eh?
It's not a tryst.
Every decent Venetian girl wears a mask when going to a tryst. Take it. Without the mask, you're conspicuously naked.
You just stand out.
Thanks.
Oh, and one more thing. I call this the Baron Munchausen trick, eh? If the guy turns out to be a worthless yet pestering, grab the flare, administer it, and then light it.
Okay.
You'll get rid of him in no time.
Aren't you going a bit too far? The girl may take it literally.
Ah, stop your whining. I love you because you're so crazy. And now, we needed to do something for Sylvie Leroux.
What do you mean?
I have a hunch that she is very sad and I can't do anything about it for now. That's why we need to have a great time, eh?
Goodbye.
See you in the city.
Bye. You'll find us in the last open joint.
Okej. Słuchajcie, mam strasznie dużo rzeczy.
As a child, I used to make smoke bombs out of table tennis balls. That was fun.
Co to jest w ogóle?
It'll come in handy. I won't burn my hands.
Aha, czyli ja mogę odpalić tą racę, tak?
Think, Sylvie, think. Another prop of a self-taught pyrotechnist.
Czekajcie, mogę to obciąć? Aha, dobra. To może teraz...
No can do.
No, nie mogę. A to co to jest?
We need an This won't...
Nie wiem do czego są te. A czekajcie, bo strasznie dużo rzeczy mam. Tu jeszcze chciałem... Co to jest? Nie. Otworzyć to. Mogę to otworzyć? Znaczy tak, ogólnie nie mogę, ale...
Something's blocking the lid.
Tak, ale mógłbym na przykład tym. O, właśnie.
Too heavy. I can't hold it.
No to tym.
No can do.
No to tym. Idealnie. A, to jest ta gondola. Czekajcie, może uda się uciec tak, żeby... uchwycić.
Trial and error, they say.
No to czekajcie, to. Gdzie to jest? O to. No pewnie, że tak, żeby on nas nie widział, ten gościu, ten morderca na moście. Fajne są te scenki. Podobają mi się. Sprytna jesteś.
Gee, it even sparkled. The man on the bridge will see me leaving, and the...
Aha, czyli jak odpływamy, to będzie widział.
Locked. I can't get inside.
To mogę do góry, tak? Że niby mogę do góry? Nie, nie mogę do góry. To co teraz mam zrobić? A, tu jest jeszcze, czekajcie.
Broken. I can't row with something like that.
Aha. Pomost. Ale dużo rzeczy
A
mam.
good flare is really something, but a smoke bomb even more so.
A czekajcie, a mogę otworzyć te drzwi tym kluczem? To jest od tego? Aha, dobra, to jest od tego. No to tyle dobrze. A tylko, że... Co ja mam... Aha, tutaj wychodzimy. No dobra, ale...
Think, Sylvie.
Nie, złamane wiosło mam.
This won't work.
No wiem. Aha, i tu mam tylko nasionka, dobra. To tutaj można
There's an
było...
empty gondola by the Scola wall. The question is, how to get on it.
No to nie, no to ja już wiem jak się dostać, tylko wiecie o co chodzi. Tutaj by trzeba było gdzieś podłożyć tą racę, żeby go tutaj, wiecie, przegonić go, po prostu. Patrzę, czy tutaj jeszcze coś, ale nie, widzę, że nic. Czy czegoś nie pominęliśmy, słuchajcie. Tu już nic nie zrobię. A co to jest? Niszczarka? A tego to nie widziałem. Co to jest? Mogę coś tu zniszczyć? Taki papier?
No can do.
To?
Trial and error, they say.
Maskę? Maskę! A po co mi to?
Well, maybe it's a waste, but I wouldn't party today anyway. These strips, however, might come in handy.
No to przypadkowo, słuchajcie, to odkryłem tu. No ale do czego miałoby mi to potrzebne być? To?
We need an alternative solution.
To może to do tej butelki?
Trial and error.
A, dobra, do tego. A czemu to takie? Pokaż to.
The smoke screen's ready.
Aha, gotowe. Aha, że niby dym z tego będzie, bo to plastik. Dobra. A mogę teraz to połączyć z tą butelką? Mogę, aha. Tylko gdzie by to teraz dać? Najbardziej to by mi odpowiadało tutaj, to miejsce, ale tutaj nie ma jak za bardzo... Pozwolicie, że sobie to zobaczę. No właśnie, tu nie ma gdzie położyć. Że nie mogę tego tutaj
Think,
dać.
Sylvie, think.
A mogę to odpalić ogólnie?
We need an
Nie. Jeszcze mamy te pęknięte wiosło. Czekajcie, może spróbuję... A co ja robię? Mogłem tamtędy przejść. Tylko patrzę, czy tutaj czegoś nie ma, ale... Aż wszystko zabrałem z tych rzeczy, prawda? Tak. A, i od razu... A jeszcze tu jest kij. Dobra, czekajcie, jeszcze tu. A mogę to połączyć, ten kij z tym? To z tym? No dobra.
It's falling apart.
Rozpada się. To może... Taśmą. O Jezu, jakie to wszystko oczywiste tu jest.
This won't work.
To się nie uda. Co to jest? Uchwytna butelka. Dobra, to już wiem co robić. No i odpalamy to. Dobre. O to chodziło. O to chodziło. Właśnie. Wypadł.
See? I reached Palazzo Celeste without any mishap.
Udało się. Fajne są te przerywniki filmowe, będę o tym powtarzał cały czas. Krata. O, kurde.
Because of this portcullis, the room at the far end is inaccessible. A cast iron chain, probably a part of the portcullis lifting mechanism. You
Kamień.
can see the palace is dilapidated.
Pałac. Łańcuch, czyli tu nie mogę
Is
nic.
the gate code displayed here?
Kod do bramy. To co to jest?
What a unique gong. Must be an antique.
Aha, że idą cyferki. On mówił, że odpowiedź jest w tym
There
zegarku.
are two engravings on the
A
watch
może
case.
1872?
Marie Celeste, 1872, and Benjamin S. Briggs.
No zobaczymy, 1800, 1000. Dobra, i 2. Co? Aha,
I
bo
can
ten
hear some
kamień,
grating,
dobra.
but the portcullis won't budge. Something must be blocking it.
No to tym.
The stone blocking the mechanism is falling down. What a bizarre orangery. Such a mystical atmosphere. There's someone sitting on the pedestal, like a ruler on a throne. I suppose that's Count Saint-Germain. It's not time to go back yet. I've still got something to do here.
Aha, bo tutaj mogę się wrócić. Czekajcie, tutaj coś jest. Rękawiczki. Coś jeszcze? Tu jest jakiś kawałek, ale nie mogę. Roślinki też nie. No dobra, zobaczymy. Rękawiczki mam, słuchajcie. A to co to jest? Rośliny.
The plants have really good growing conditions here.
No nawet ładnie to wygląda. Sadzawka, rzeźba.
The humidity in the garden has ruined the sculptures.
Sculptures. Dobra, sprawdźmy może tu. Co my tu mamy?
Think, Sylvie, think.
A, może... Jezu, znowu nowe przedmioty jakieś. Czyli tak, mogę nalać? Aha, dobra, mam. Mam nalane. Też rzeźba.
The humidity in the garden has ruined the sculptures.
No i tu są tylko te rośliny i rzeźby, tak? Nie ma już tu nic więcej? Tu nie zejdę, tutaj ten. No dobra. To chodźmy tutaj. Apsyda. No, i jest hrabia.
Who took his life?
I didn't see him. The killer disappeared, just vanished into thin air.
Oh, was it a ghost?
I feel sorry for you, but why are you blaming me? I could have been killed myself.
It is not about you at all. So many hours have passed, and yet we know nothing. Have the police joined the festivities?
You'll learn nothing from the police. The only thing they're good at is asking...
Those lily-livered assassins trouble and harass me. They want to drive me insane.
Why is that?
Ah, if only I could see the murderer's face. Then I would probably understand it.
You'd better not get the chance.
They want me to be afraid of my own shadow. They want my brain to boil with fear. But enough of that. I have not even welcomed you properly.
Tak
I
myślałem.
am Count Saint-Germain.
Sylvie Leroux.
You look even prettier than in the picture.
Okej.
Here you are, Briggs chronometer.
Did I hear you right? Briggs?
Yup, Benjamin Spooner Briggs.
Aha!
Was the captain of the ship Marie Celeste, which on 4 November 1872 left...
New York, and a month later was found abandoned 400 miles from Gibraltar.
Have you been testing me?
You've done a splendid job.
Glad to hear that. What's next?
Let us focus on the discovery of Marie Celeste, shall we? They got on board, the captain, what was his name?
David Morehouse?
Morehouse. He boarded the empty ship. Not a soul in sight.
The tea was still warm.
Nonsense. A few thousand miles is enough to cool the tea properly.
A few thousand. Why such a theory?
Why not, I say? Just look at what we have here. Escaping the ship because the alcohol they were transporting was about to explode. Pirates, tsunami, and a cook who poisoned the crew and then jumped overboard. How many scribblers have fed on this?
Czyli nadal nie wiadomo, co się stało z załogą.
No one has solved the mystery of Marie Celeste so far.
This chronometer.
This chronometer what?
It brings us closer to the solution, and undeniably at that.
I'm all ears, Count.
It was not found on the ship.
It wasn't? Briggs left it in New York?
I should rather say in Marion, where he lived, but no, nothing of this kind. The captain had it with him during the voyage.
So Briggs survived? It was all a hoax? Was he trying to swindle compensation?
He should have obeyed his wife and founded that ironmongery in New Bedford. He would not have lost the unblemished reputation he had in his lifetime.
You're right. That man would never stoop to fraud.
I agree. As for the chronometer, it has been a part of my collection for a long time.
How did you manage to get the chronometer?
A peculiar case indeed. I cannot tell you how it fell into my hands.
Cannot or will not?
I simply do not remember. My memory fell to tiny pieces, each of which rolled in a different direction.
I'm not really following.
I had an accident. I barely survived a plane crash.
Okej.
I'm sorry about the accident.
Do not be. To tell the truth, after the accident, I was convinced that immortality was something natural.
In a hospital? What a paradox.
Precisely. The particle containing this piece of information drifted far, far away. Too bad it came back again.
If I understand you correctly, you suffer from amnesia. Then how did you get home?
Bloodsuckers always find a host. Fortunately, I am rich. Otherwise, no one would have showed up.
Okej. No to zlecę.
Why did you want to see me?
I possess an object, a precious one I suppose, but this can only be verified by someone like you, a professional.
Where is it?
It is the plank lying on the table. The cracked paint that you see on its surface might be covering an authentic sign or an inscription.
I'll do my best. May I use the things I need?
Everything here is at your disposal.
Okej.
I'm going back to work.
I hope to talk to you soon.
Dobrze.
Count Saint Germain. What to think of him? A charismatic person, but marked by suffering.
No zobaczymy. Na razie jest okej. Obraz.
A master of the Venetian school kept in such condition.
Okno.
An equally lush garden stretches outside the window.
Tu też.
An equally lush garden stretches outside the window.
Aha, i tu jest ten stół i tu jest półka. Dobra, tu jest jeszcze, słuchajcie, wygląda jakby jakieś puzzle.
Interesting floor decoration, but the pattern on the rings is chaotic. There's a fragment missing in the center. Trial and error, they say.
Dobra, trzeba poszukać chyba, słuchajcie, jakiś fragment. To co to jest? Jakieś płytki naciskowe. Aha, może trzeba coś tu postawić. Tu nie wejdę na górę, tak? Nie. Okej. No dobra, zobaczymy tutaj, co tu jest. Stół.
Though the plank doesn't look interesting, there might be something extraordinary under the cracked paint.
Aha.
I need some kind of tool.
No to tym.
A fragment of an inscription. I need to uncover the rest.
No dobra, no to pędzelkiem?
This won't work.
A pokażcie tutaj, co tu jest.
A bunch of junk.
Szczotka, pasta, kubek, ciepła woda. Jak w tej piosence, co? Dobra, tu nie ma nic już więcej. No to pokaż to. No to może szczotką.
No can do.
Nie, no to... Co to jest? Dobra, a to? Łuk.
Trial and error, they say.
To może
This won't work.
rękawiczki. Aha, dobra, a to?
Trial and error. Trial and error.
Dobra, to nie.
Trial and error.
Do miski wody też nie. A to?
It's not a...
Aha, dobra. Aha. I teraz... Mogę teraz to?
First, I should protect the uncovered fragment so that it's not affected by lie.
A, to może to?
We need an alternative solution. Think, Sylvie.
Można to jakoś otworzyć.
We need an This won't...
Aha, dobra, w ten sposób. No dobra, pozbyłem się bardzo dużo rzeczy, na szczęście. Tylko co ja tu mam teraz zrobić, bo... no dobra, to...
First, I should protect the
właśnie.
uncovered fragment so that it's not affected by lie.
Aha,
The
dobra.
uncovered inscription is protected. Now, I need a strong chemical agent to dissolve the paint.
No to dobra, to.
I've dissolved the top layer of the paint.
No i teraz wyczyścimy to wodą.
Now it's time to reveal the protected part of the broadside.
No to...
Marie Celeste. Awesome. It must be the remainder of the lifeboat from the derelict ship.
No, widzicie.
A fragment of the broadside inscribed Marie Celeste.
No to co, powiemy mu to?
So what do you think about it?
Excellent. It's Marie Celeste again.
Is everything connected with this ship?
It is quite possible.
Where did you get this broadside?
I bought it from an antiquary in Cairo. It must be a piece of the missing lifeboat.
So there are more?
Yes, I hope to buy all of them.
Why did you start this search?
Because of a premonition of a great mystery, a fundamental question.
And the answer?
If there is one, it is also going to be fundamental.
So what is the question?
You're asking too much of me. I do not want to make a fool of myself. I only have a few clues so far.
Okej.
And what can you tell me about Ponce de Leon's chest?
It was kept in Venice, first at the Scuola, then possibly here.
So we haven't come here by accident.
There are no accidents. What we consider an accident is just an event whose cause is unknown to us.
What happened to the chest when it disappeared from here?
What do you think?
Briggs got hold of it.
Bingo. You have become quite intriguing.
3 objects which disappeared along with the Marie Celeste crew have been found. The chronometer, the chest, and the lifeboat. What does it mean?
That they did not die.
No
At
właśnie.
least not all of them. Somebody, maybe even the captain himself, came back.
It would have been strange if he'd been living in hiding the whole time after his return.
He certainly did not return with his wife and daughter. Those 3 would have been easily
tak.
recognized.
His son and his mother stayed in Marion. I can't believe neither the captain nor his wife wanted to see them.
What if Mr. and Mrs. Briggs discovered something incredibly valuable
Aż tak
and
się
didn't want to
poświęcić?
reveal it?
It was a decent family. Everybody, including you, says Briggs was a very responsible man.
That is correct. Maybe he made a significant discovery but went into hiding because he was persecuted, hunted down.
By whom?
By someone from his entourage. A crew member, for instance.
No też tak może być, słuchajcie. Też tak może być. Myślę, że chodzi o te drzewo życia, że oni tam odkryli to.
What was at stake? What was the motivation behind all those events?
The journey of Marie Celeste had a secret goal, and it definitely was
No,
not
na
about
pewno,
shipping
to na
alcohol
pewno.
across the ocean.
I'm confused. Everything we've been discussing is just speculation. We have no irrefutable proof.
Scientists and discoverers can be divided into 2 categories. The first group build arduously, only on solid foundations. The second group consists of adventurers eager to check even the most ridiculous theories once they feel there might be some truth in them. You do not belong to the former, do you?
I don't really know what to think. Are you trying to offend me?
Not at all. For me, it is an advantage. That is why I wanted to see you.
What do you expect to find in the chest?
Have you examined it carefully?
Very.
And?
Please keep this for yourself for the time being. I haven't had time for proper research.
What have you found? Tell me.
Under the false bottom, I found a manuscript, possibly Ponce de Leon's notes, prepared as an account for the Casa de Contratación.
I knew it! I knew something was inside. Tell me more, please. What do his notes say?
He's describing his journey from 1513, during which he discovered Florida.
Is there anything new in that account of his? Something not present in other sources?
Yes, he mentions the Bimini Island where the Fountain of Youth was supposed to be located.
Did he reach it?
That's how I understood it.
I need to have that manuscript. No, I need to have the whole chest. God knows what else could be found inside.
I'm afraid that's impossible. I hope I've lived up to your expectations.
Listen to me. I am impressed by your abilities and knowledge.
Dzięki.
You show the talents of a true discoverer. I am hiring you to be my expert.
You're expert? Expert in what?
In Marie Celeste. You will solve the mystery of the crew member's disappearance unarguably, once and for all.
I'm flattered. It's an incredibly ambitious endeavor.
I will cover all your expenses. And as for the remuneration, what would satisfy you?
Let me think. Okay, let's start from the simplest matter. Exclusive rights to the book on the subject.
Naturally.
Access to all the valuable and antique objects we come across during this enterprise, as well as exclusive rights to analyzing them.
It sounds reasonable, I agree.
And now the crucial part. I'll own 1/10 of those relics and have the right of first refusal when it comes to the rest.
My investment rights are strictly limited, taking into account your potential achievements.
I think my offer is fair. I won't have any reward if I don't achieve anything. I risk returning empty-handed.
There is something up your sleeve. You will always be able to write a book about it.
I get the feeling that there's something up your sleeve, too. It's not only about Marie Celeste.
All right, I agree. But I also want to make one condition. Let us leave the chest out of it. It will belong to me.
It was nice talking to you.
My pleasure.
Słuchajcie, zakończymy sobie, bo strasznie długo to trwa, a już mi odcinek się przedłużył. Pogadamy sobie w następnym odcinku. Fajnie się to zapowiada. Jest dobrze, jest dobrze. Zobaczymy co dalej. Dziękuję Wam za dzisiaj i do następnego. Trzymajcie się, cześć.